Mikla's charisma 5/7 means?
7 for half-orcs.
Okay.
5 for everybody else, which is very near the bottom. Mikla has no social skills at all.
That's great.
And is basically,
very skeevy.
yeah, you're shaking hands and greeting people and just being very submissive, right? Yes. Probably is the only way to make it through this.
Yes.
If you try to grin at somebody, they'll suddenly be afraid of you or something. So fortunately, everybody coming in is very oriented toward this ritual. This is a big night. This is a big moment. In fact, one of the reasons why you have signaled for Vittoria, who doesn't seem to be showing up, unfortunately, and one of the reasons why you have signaled for, wait, am I getting mixed up now?
No. Mikla, not Nadia.
Right, okay, so one of the reasons you have said, okay, it's time, is because you know that there's this climactic ritual coming, no matter, and so you couldn't just keep accumulating information. The more the better, but something big seems to be on the way.
Yeah, now's the time.
Yeah. And if we look over here, there's a storeroom which both of you have access to, which will be used during the ritual, and that in the more boring storeroom where they keep the mops and stuff like that, the cleaning things, those are where you have hidden your armor and weapons.
All right.
And you have also, what is the situation for Mikla for her armor and weapons and things? Does it say?
I didn't see it.
Okay, let's see here. Let me quick check.
It says what I got, of course.
Right.
My information is in the text box that I've given some armor and weapons.
Yeah,
right.
I can see everything.
I actually think that you are coming in as a, am I remembering correctly? Vittoria has, right, is entering as a something. No, you have also hidden your things.
Yeah, okay.
So and also unbeknownst to between the two of you, your entry point for Atia, you've discovered that on 2 sides of the temple, one is in an inner part of the temple, and another one is that very storeroom. Those are the vents that the insect denizens will swarm away and come back.
Okay.
So there's lots of bug stuff. There are pillars and things, decorations and stuff like that. It's all insectoid stuff everywhere.
What's like triggered? You said before that we've been here infiltrating, gathering information. What made me think that something big was going to happen? Like what triggered?
Okay, well, as far as things that are big that has happened, this is common knowledge. You're a staff. You have been trained.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and you have you have actually met the lesser priests who are here. The lesser priests who are here are these insectoid creatures, who are overseeing everything on this level. And so you have met them. Their names are Bizkenva, and and they are going to and they have instructed you 3 about the routines and rituals.
Yeah.
So you are well aware that the the transfiguration of money into its higher form is now going to come, and that it is going to usher in the new age, the appearance of the godling. Right. So this is a big deal.
I see.
And Mikla doesn't have anything near that level of information, but you have been told, okay, everybody is coming here, meet and greet them and be ready for the ritual and so forth. And by the way, drink this stuff over there in the that same storeroom area. Is everybody is supposed to take a swig of a particular thing before the ritual begins. And we'll leave it up to your characters whether you will in fact drink that stuff.
I will not. I'm a sneaky fellow.
Okay.
I'll pretend to, and then just like Yeah.
Of course, I pretend
yeah,
to as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's appropriate for
Right.
the situation. If we're just summarizing it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I pretend like I do.
So you are there with the different.
Probably I'll just spit it out in a vial or something and keep it for later.
Good enough, okay. But you will note that there are several more in the cabinet in that room. That is over here. There are 2 rooms here. This one, and the stuff will be used for the ritual. This one is the one with all the storage and the vents and the potion stuff and extra robes and, boxes of crap and things like that. And so, here, during the ritual, you and the other supervisory acolytes are going to come here and get lots and lots of things and wealth treasure from here and throw it into the fountain when it gets going. As everybody coming in is going to do the same. So you, of course, are waiting on the outside. The halberd is this long axe spear thing. One of the nice things about fighter clerics, they can use any weapon. So you have a rather vicious, but it is a weapon that requires a lot of space. And you can use other weapons too, you just happen not to have them. This is your holy slayer, nasty weapon, you like it. So you are waiting out there. Now it is time for the ritual to begin. You are set up down here to greet the people coming in.
I would like to, in preparation for this, head down to get my weapons and armor. Because I feel like once the ritual starts, I will be kind of locked down. And it might be hard to grab them at that point. So before I feel like we're about to start, I want to go and grab it. Especially if I think it can kind of hide it under my robes.
That might be a little tricky.
Okay.
You may, I'm not quite seeing a way that you're going to hide armor and.
Oh yeah, I have a long sword.
Yeah, exactly. You guys, those are real weapons. They are not.
I'll just keep my cord tied around my waist.
Absolutely, yeah. That would be
does my holy symbol I can view and even portal to a target? Does that target have to be a person, or does it just have to be a space?
It has to be a space, but with something in it that you are familiar with and can concentrate.
Yeah, like my armor and sword. For example.
Your armor and sword.
All right, great.
There we go.
Then I'm fine.
Right. Now we are talking.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Okay, so I didn't draw it here, but there's a corridor that connects these 2 rooms as well. Okay, back here is a big space that has sleeping places and personal items and let's see here, room 4, right? There's long sticks with feathers on the ends that you are to use after the ritual gets going to wave around the essence, whatever that is, and personal items and things. Oh, that's where the cabinets are with the potions. Okay, that's in the back here. So everybody is at the moment has been, putting on their proper attire and getting ready for this by drinking the potions. And now I believe, unless somebody else wants to tell me anything, Alfred, anything, to prepare?
I'll be observing the other ones who has been drinking, if there's any signs that I should be like, okay,
That's right.
They're woozy, or then I would play woozy as well.
The only thing is that apparently the stuff tasted horrible. And every so often it kind of comes up a little, and the person belches, and they really are not enjoying being reminded of the taste.
Yeah, okay, but I'll imitate that.
Yeah, exactly. You'll fit right in if you do that. So with Parguka, you also know that the 2 lesser priests over here have their own ritual and routine that they have performed there that will be complementary to this one.
Okay.
They will come out later in the ritual. They usually are not seen by the supplicants, as they are bizarre and scary looking.
Yes.
Um,
Are there like any? Can I find like a pretense for which to like? Oh, here's some wine. Like, can I like make my way into that chamber under some kind of pretense?
Of course you can.
I feel would be acceptable.
This is a little bit like just before opening night in the theater. So people tend to suddenly remember errands, and all that it's just like that, in fact.
I forgot my feather thing in the hall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but you want to go into wear a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. And you can
Have you met them?
briefly,
Yeah.
not personally,
No,
but they spoke
Yeah.
with this group.
I understood that they are lower priests while
Correct.
I'm a higher acolyte, so
Correct.
I'm still below them, but like one step below, kind of like.
You have
Great. So yeah, I want to like make my way over there in a ordered fashion, in a regal fashion, and carefully just like knock on the door. And
fortunately, there is no door to this section here.
Yes.
And then this region you go into, as you can see, is this perfect circle. And it is more than a perfect circle. It is actually a sphere. Only the smallest section in the bottom is flat.
Okay.
So there's a fairly small space to stand on, and then everything curves up from there. So that's kind of cool. And then there is another entrance or opening to the left. And you now, knowing the layout, you now know that you're under one of the side wings, or in the lower part of one of those side wings. The area that goes off to your left is sacred space. And here is a perfectly, there's stuck to the walls here and there are the bodies of unfortunates who you can see are sort of stuck there and with fibers, organic looking fibers of some kind.
Tied up.
Well, sort of.
Oh, okay. Like a
splotched
fly. Yeah,
onto
flies to the wall.
Yeah, and they are long deceased, or at least you hope they are, because there are bulging nodules appearing at different sizes at different parts of their bodies. And Kva flies out to see you, looking very much like a human-sized, just under human-sized hornet, with a distorted but human face, human eyes, not bug eyes, and the top arms on either side and in spikes. And she greets you and says, "Hi, acolyte. Are we not prepared?"
My fellow acolytes are preparing as we speak. I of course was already prepared in advance, as is only what is appropriate. So I came here to see how I can assist you in your tasks for this evening.
She squints a little bit and says, "Oh yes, you are the one. Very organized, they tell me." Well, at the proper moment, when the harbinger appears, we will emerge, we will speak, the heavens shall open. And at that time, it may seem like a proper time, yes, to celebrate the Holy Founder. At my signal, you may proceed into there, pointing to the sacred space. And that would be her right arm she would use.
Yeah.
And so you
Is
may
that the smaller room
yeah,
or back
that's
into?
over here. That's
Oh,
over
okay.
here. So
Yes.
it's proceeding on.
All right, we're all over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like there.
Yeah. So she's pointing in that way.
Yeah, points in that way, and she
Smaller.
says you may put on
Mm.
the armor that you see there. You may assume the mantle of our founder and stride forth in the final celebration.
I am honored to be granted this privilege.
And she looks again and says, I think I will be able to tell which one you are.
Yes, of course.
She'll try.
So I understand it as she has a hard time telling us apart, maybe as we have a hard time telling them apart, these bug creatures.
Well, there are two, and you can tell the two of them apart.
All right, okay.
Because one is bigger and browner, but she is the smaller one, the one you are talking to. And however, you get the idea that if there were more.
Yeah, it might be hard.
Yeah.
Okay. And just from what I know about this religion, the founder and the thing that will descend from above, it's not the same person. Okay. So we have a founder and
okay.
So we basically have like a mythical founder that someone represents by donning his armor. And,
yes.
Okay. I see. Interesting. Is there some kind of speech that is prepared that I will ritually hold as?
No. All will be revealed.
Okay. What do I know? What do I know? What have I picked up about our? What is the myth of our founder? Was he sacrificed or something?
You are about to hear all about it.
Okay.
And no, yes. He wasn't.
He was not.
He was not. You're about to hear all about it. Some of it Parguka has picked up already. Some of it Likla has picked up already.
Okay. Yes.
So the ritual begins. The people have come in, and a lot of them have come in bearing very valuable things. And the greeting that you are giving them, everybody is very congratulatory and they look very proud of themselves. They're not looking humble and, give up the worldly care and give up my wealth. And no, they are all about, now today's the day.
Yeah.
So they come in and they are they put on their whatever hat or whatever it is they're supposed to wear. Coming in here, you are coming with them, and the three supervisory acolytes, including you, are standing up here, and you are ready with your feather dusters, and
I have no idea that she's that you are an infiltrator as well.
Correct, and vice versa. Right. And so then we have the ritual begins with they bring one of your team brings out just one jar of fluid and pours it into this pool-shaped place, and it doesn't look like very much. It's just enough to wet the bottom. But a mist descends from, if you look up, the corresponding circular device on the ceiling, and this mist begins to fall in kind of a cylinder down from there, drifting and falling down. And so some of it just drifts around, and some of it coalesces in the pool, which becomes a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper. So that is happening, and that is when you and another person have pulled in wealth from this room. Let's see, all sorts. Some of it's kind of valuable. There's a lot of crap gems, coins, just crap coins that you would use to buy a hot dog or something. But there's also some pretty good ones. So there's quite a lot. There's some nice gems. There's platinum coins, which are the most valuable.